keep seeing the same thing. People buying diet pop, fat-free yogurt, and organic chips, thinking that they're making healthy choices. Then the rest of their cart is full of craft dinner, bottles of fruit juice, processed frozen dinners. Let me show you what's actually in the stuff that you think is healthy. I'm a holistic nutritionist, and last week I showed you how food companies use serving sizes and ingredient lists to lie to you. This week, I'm looking at the specific products I see people actually buying. The ones they're putting in their cart thinking, at least I'm making better choices. Diet pop instead of regular, fat-free yogurt instead of full fat, organic chips instead of regular chips, veggie pasta, protein bars. And I need to show you what's actually in this stuff because most of it still garbage, just garbage with better marketing. Again, I'm not here to tell you what to eat. I'm here to make sure you actually know what you're eating, your body, your choice, but make it an informed choice. So first, diet pop. I see this constantly. And when I was a kid working at McDonald's when I was 16, they would order the Big Mac meal, upsize it, but make sure they got their Diet Coke, save some calories. So their cart is full of processed food, but they're drinking Diet Coke so they think they're healthier, 0 calories, 0 sugar. The ingredients: carbonated water, caramel, color, aspartame, phosphoric acid, potassium benzoate, natural flavors, citric acid, caffeine. It's a chemistry experiment. And yeah, it has 0 calories. You know what else has 0 calories? Water. Here's the thing people don't understand. Your brain doesn't recognize artificial sweeteners as actual sweet, so it makes your body crave more sugars. Funny, You drink a Diet Coke, your body tastes sweet, but your brain doesn't process that, and you don't actually get any energy from it. So what happens? You're craving more sugar, you end up eating way more sweet shit than you wanted to satisfy that sweet tooth that the fake sugar created. It's a fucking trap is what it is. The diet pop makes you crave the cookies and the candy and the other sweet processed foods. You're not saving calories, you're actually triggering more cravings. If you want carbonation, get a soda stream. Carbonation is a whole other issue. We'll talk about that another week. Add lemon, add lime, add fruit, but stop pretending diet pop is a health drink. It's actively making you crave more junk, not to mention what it's doing to your brain. Next up, fat-free yogurt, especially the flavored ones. People see fat-free and think it's automatically healthier. Let's look at the ingredients. So I was looking at a vanilla fat-free yogurt, and it had skim milk, sugar, cornstarch, natural flavors, gelatin, citric acid, potassium sorbate, and many more. So think about that for a second. When you remove the fat, you remove the flavor. Fat is where the flavor is. That's why a steak with marbling and bones tastes way different than a lean steak that has no fat in it whatsoever. The fat is what makes it taste good. So when you take all the fat out of yogurt, it tastes like shit. Watery, bland, nothing. So what did they do? They added back in a bunch of ingredients to make it taste like something. So let's look at this ingredient list now that they've added the flavors back in. They've added sugar, cornstarch for texture, natural flavors, which could be fucking anything under the sun. Gelatin is a thickener, preservatives. They removed one ingredient and had to add like 5 to make it taste good. And the sugar, 17 grams per serving. 17! That's more than your Tim Hortons double-double, for God's sakes. That's more than 4 teaspoons of sugar. And they took out the fat, the thing that actually helps you feel full and your body needs, and replaced it with sugar to make it taste good. Your brain needs fat to survive. Your brain is 60% fat. You need healthy fats for your brain to function, for hormone production, for nutrient absorption. Fat doesn't make you fat. The 80s decade completely lied to us. Sugar and refined carbs, that's what's making us fat. You want yogurt? Buy a full fat Greek-style yogurt. Get it plain. Then you can add in anything for flavoring. So I like to add in my frozen berries that I was talking about the other day with a drizzle of honey or some maple syrup. You can throw in nuts. Like, there's just so many things you can do to make that yogurt taste better. Plus, when you buy a full fat, plain style yogurt, you've got it for any other ingredients that you want. So there's how you can add some flavor. And meat, don't even get me started on meat nowadays. Can you find a proper steak out there? Have you found a steak in a store that has bones, marbling, and fat on it? Good fucking luck. I don't eat meat, but I buy it for my husband, and it is so hard to find that. But that's a whole other rant. The point is, stop falling for the fat-free. When they take something out, they usually have to put something else in. And what they're putting in is usually worse than what they actually fucking took out. All right, organic chips. I see so many people buying them, but it's still just fried potatoes. The organic label doesn't change what it actually is. Organic oil is still oil. Organic potatoes fried in fat are still potatoes fried in fat. You're eating the same amount of fat and sodium as regular chips. You're just paying double the price for it. Don't get me wrong, I buy organic when I can. Less pesticides, better for the environment, but organic junk food is just junk food. If you want to eat chips, just eat the damn chips. Be honest about what you're eating. Don't convince yourself just because I slapped a USDA organic label on the bag that it's actually better for you. Okay, this one drives me nuts, especially by parents. Bottled fruit juice. Parents are buying it for their kids, thinking they're giving them fruit, but they're not. The label says 100% juice, no sugar added. First of all, good luck finding 100% fruit juice in the drink aisles nowadays. Most of what's on the shelf is a fruit cocktail or fruit beverage or fruit drink, which means it's juice mixed with water, sugar, and natural flavors. Check the label. If it doesn't say 100% juice, it's not juice. It's flavored sugar water. If you want real juice, you need to pay. Can of pineapple juice, have you seen the price of that shit lately in Canada? It's like $5 for, I don't know, like 1.25 liters or something. And if you want the really good stuff, like the Knudson's, KNUDSONS brand, holy fuck, take out a mortgage on your house. Anyway, but even the actual 100% juice, apple juice, has 24 grams of sugar. That's 6 teaspoons. That's more sugar than a can of Coke. But it's natural sugar. Your body doesn't care. Sugar is sugar. Your blood sugar is still going to spike the same way, whether it's from apples or from candy. Get that through your brain. It's just better marketing. And here's the thing. There's a difference between store-bought apple juice or juicing your own apples at home or going to your farmer's market, knowing I used to live in Nova Scotia and we used to be able to go down to the Annapolis Valley where they grew the apples and they would juice the apples and sell you the apple juice. You could see the apples on the tree, so you knew where it came from. Can you say that about the same stuff at the grocery stores? No, but if you go to a farmer's market, you probably can. So yes, it's still 100% juice, but you know it's a better juice for you. Don't drink your calories. Have them in moderation. Store-bought juice, it's been pasteurized, filtered, sometimes concentrated and reconstituted, sitting in a bottle for who knows how long. Have you looked at a shelf life? Pretty freaking long. Most of the nutrients are gone. You're basically just getting the sugar. And when you juice fruit, whether at home or from a bottle, you remove all of the fiber. That's the thing that slows down sugar absorption and keeps you full. So if you're drinking sugar water that used to be near a piece of fruit, you want fruit. Eat fruit. An actual apple with the peel on, all the fiber intact. But my kids won't drink water. Yeah, because you've been giving them sweet drinks since they were toddlers. You've trained them to have sugar. Nobody has ever died from not having sugar. I'm not talking about sugar that naturally occurs in food. I'm talking about natural sugars. So they're addicted to the sugar. Give them water with some fruit muddled in it. Take some of your berries and muddle them with a spoon or something like that. add some cucumbers, put some mint leaves in, and do whatever you think it's going to take to make it. Use your Ninja blender or whatever and just blend up the frozen fruit with some water, and there you have fruit juice. There are options out there. So stop buying fruit cocktails and calling it healthy because there's a picture of an orange on the bottle. So the last one I'm going to rant about is frozen dinners. I don't buy these. I haven't for a very long time because they are certainly not the same as what I used to buy when I was a kid and broke. Yeah, I'm so much richer now that I'm an adult. Whatever. Anyway, so the frozen dinners are all marketing. Lean cuisine, Weight Watchers meals, all that shit. Only 280 calories, low in fat, high in protein. The ingredient list is like 40 ingredients long. Reconstituted vegetables, modified cornstarch, soy protein isolate, carrageenan, xanthan gum, 3 different types of preservatives that I can't even pronounce and need a dictionary to figure out what the fuck they are. And sodium, one of the meals that I looked at had over 650 milligrams of sodium. And that's not your regular like sea salt sodium. That's just garbage sodium that has been made in a plant. Some of them have over 800 milligrams. It's almost half your daily sodium in one tiny, and they are tiny now, frozen meal that's not even going to fill you up. And here's the thing about sodium. Like I said, it's just not the same as what you're getting from Whole Foods. Yes, sodium occurs naturally in foods, but this is lab-made sodium lab-made sodium compounds. So it has sodium benzoate, monosodium glutamate, sodium nitrate. These are ingredients your body doesn't recognize. Your body cannot process lab-made sodium the way it can process sodium that's in real foods. These companies took a real food, processed the shit out of it, added a bunch of chemicals to make it shelf stable and taste okay. They portioned it into tiny servings so that the calorie count looks good. You know what else is 280 calories? A piece of chicken with roasted vegetables that you cooked at home. It takes like 30 minutes if you're just cooking a piece of chicken, and it tastes better. And you know what's in it. You know what the sodium content is and where it came from, and it's actual food. It wasn't made in a lab. But I don't have time. You have time to go to the grocery store and buy frozen dinners. You've got time to order, skip the dishes, or sit in a drive-thru for 20 minutes. You have time to cook. Figure it out. Meal prep on Sundays. Make extra dinner and eat the leftovers like I do. But stop eating ultra-processed frozen meals. You're just killing yourself one meal at a time. You think they're healthy because the box says lean, but they're not. All right. So I see you guys in the grocery store trying to make healthier, better choices. Diet pop instead of regular, fat-free instead of full fat, organic instead of conventional, but the rest of your cart is Katie, frozen processed meals, and bottled juice. These healthy swaps aren't doing shit. The problem isn't if your chips are organic. The problem is that your cart is full of processed foods with ingredients made in labs instead of grown in the ground. You want to actually eat healthier? Buy ingredients, not product. Ingredients. When you read the front of the package, that's marketing. The ingredient list is the truth, and it's on the back. Make sure you read it with a fine-tooth comb. If you found this helpful, subscribe for more nutrition reality checks. Next week, I'm going to go into the health food section. You know, the aisle is just supposed to be the healthier, but is actually just more expensive shit. Same processed shit. All right, if you like this one, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel. I will see you in the next one. Bye. Have a great day.